What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Yakuza Fan Podcast, episode 13 for November 24th, 2016.
You did it.
I finally did it. I realized last week after we were done recording, I actually messed up the date. But thanks to the magic of editing, nobody knew, except for the one guy who was listening to the live recording. Yeah. So, shouts out.
He didn't say anything.
He didn't say anything. So, I don't know whether he just didn't notice. Maybe he was being super polite. I'm not going to say
it's
bad
not
word
like your
way.
Fans to be polite.
You know what? I think it is. Usually, Yakuza fans are a pretty polite group.
Really?
Yes.
Some of the comments you get...
It can't be helped. Now, Cal.
What?
How's your week been?
Awful.
I've been seeing you all week, nose stuck in your DS.
No, I've barely had any time to play.
You have barely spoken to another person.
That is bullshit. I wish that were true.
All I hear is beeps and boops, and it sounds like a growl, but it's really not. It sounds like old and Game Boy-y.
I think you're mistaking that with me being on the phone with the insurance company after I had to fix your mistakes.
Yeah, well, no one can fix my mistakes. Yeah, if anyone's been... Okay, let's do a little bit of a behind the scenes here. If anyone's been following me on Twitter or a member of the Discord, you guys know I slid off the road during the middle of a frozen rainstorm the other day.
Yeah, during Canadian weather.
Yeah, Canadian weather, right off the road into a ditch. I spun the whole car.
Mm-hmm. You're driving too fast.
I was not driving too fast. I was completely in control right up until I wasn't. But I digress. What have you actually been up to?
Besides fixing your mistakes?
Yes.
Trying to. I've been playing Pokemon.
Which one?
Moon.
Which one's that?
The good one.
Why is it the good one?
Because it's dark and edgy.
Wow. Okay.
I don't know. Because one of the kids got sun and I needed to get the opposite.
Oh, okay. So, why? Isn't Pokemon bad?
No! You're bad.
I have not played a Pokemon game. Oh, sorry. I haven't enjoyed a Pokemon game since Gold. That was the last one I got that I really remember enjoying. And then after that, the whole game for me has a series of diminishing returns. I run a Yakuza fan website.
Yeah, it's the same game every year.
It is almost verbatim the same game every year. And I eat it up. I love it. But every time there's a new Pokemon game, they have just one little mechanic that I hate.
What?
And then the next game, they have that...
evolving your Igglybuff by it being happy?
They have that one little mechanic I hate, and then the next generation, they still have that mechanic I hate, and then they introduce a new mechanic I hate.
Okay, well,
and then the next generation, they have two mechanics I hate, and then they introduce a third.
This game has all those mechanics you hate. Oh. But... amazing. It's way better than all the other games. You get fly super early, which lets you fly anywhere on the map.
Okay.
Everything just runs better. The battles are better. After you fought a Pokemon once, you can know which moves are effective or ineffective against it. It says it right on the screen. Just tons and tons of little things that make this game fixes every problem that I've ever had with Pokemon.
I don't know.
It's so much fun. I'm having so much fun with it. And there's a limited Pokedex.
I've been sitting here listening to you for the last week.
Yes.
Go on and on about all these little fixes. And every time you tell me something that this game has done to fix it, I'm like, wow, that's great. Shin Megami Tensei did that 5 years ago.
But this isn't awful and boring like Shin Megami Tensei. And there's no teleporter mazes.
Okay, that is the one saving grace of Pokemon. Those teleporter mazes... Fuck off with those.
But this is the highlight so far, I've got a shiny Metapod.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know, I
believe
I was so excited.
I believe there's a 1 in 4,000 chance of catching a shiny.
Is that what finding a shiny?
Finding a shiny, I'm sorry.
Really, that's what the odds are?
Something like that. Of course, I remember reading it. I don't know if that stat was just made up.
Of course it had to be Metapod.
You know what? That's the best one. That's the only one that I can do a possible impersonation
But it's yellow.
Of. So what? I thought it was red.
Was it?
I don't know.
Was it red? I posted it on Twitter.
Sounds like it deeply affected you.
Yeah, I put it in my box never to see it again.
Oh my god.
Because I don't care. But no, I'm having so much fun with this Pokemon game. It's so much better. They get rid of the gym system. You go do trials. They're all different.
Yeah.
Just everything about it is completely revamped from... I think they're really just reinventing Pokemon.
So are you starting your own Pokemon-themed podcast? PokemonFan.com?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that there's
there is not a single there is
those.
No other Pokemon blogs out there.
We've been through this. I run a Disney blog, and that's good enough for me.
You barely run a Disney blog.
I know, because I'm too busy to update
What is the last article you posted on your Disney blog?
I don't know, some kind of article talking about the the Festival of Lights and how they're not doing that anymore, and it's super sad.
Yeah.
And the whole history behind it, and how the guy got, his stuff closed down by the government.
Let's move on.
It's actually really interesting.
Yeah, okay, well, if anyone can find your blog,
yes,
just post, Yakuza fan says hi. Like, don't draw any attention to it. Just post that. If you go to every Disney blog you can find and post that on there, and just by sheer coincidence, you'll probably.
I don't know. My SEO is kind
of sketchy.
So what have you been doing?
Not a lot. As per usual, I've been working my ass off, and it has been a rough couple of weeks. Like, just to find the time to do something. Like, I have been working on stuff for Yakuza Fan behind the scenes. Art, mostly.
Which you spend way too long doing everything.
I disagree. As far as video games, though, I've played, I think, one video game this week. Yes. And that was, I actually got a chance to play it today, because it was part of the PSN's Black Friday sales. And that was the very first episode of the Borderlands Telltale game.
Yeah.
It was like $1.50. You get the entire season, which is like 5 episodes. That is a good game.
That's a good deal.
That is not just a good deal, but that game is really solid. Like, it's got the shitty Telltale engine, and you see the Telltale hooks.
Yeah,
like,
Telltale games.
Once you play one Telltale game, you kind of play them all. But the writing in this is so good and on point, and it's not like anyone who had a problem with the writing in Borderlands 2 with like too many meme references, stuff like that. None of that is in this. It is just solid comedic writing.
Yeah, but it's still so Borderlands.
Yeah. So I do think you need to kind of be a fan. Honestly, though,
I don't think you need to be a fan for the story so much as to get all of the
there's a lot
jokes.
of there's a lot of little references.
Yeah,
but you could probably jump in without it.
I mean, I watch Minecraft Story Mode and I don't really know anything about Minecraft.
What's there to know? I mean, really?
I don't know a lot, according to everybody but me. According to all these famous YouTubers. But
there are millions of hits.
I watched you play Borderlands or the Tales of, and
it's
really good.
I've been slowly working my way through Telltale game series. I've done the first season of The Walking Dead. I'm working on Borderlands. I did the first episode of Game of Thrones.
I forgot we were playing.
I did. If we want to get on that, that's on sale for $3.50 for the entire season.
Oh, we should probably do that.
I'm considering it.
Okay, let's buy that.
Okay, well, maybe after the podcast is done. I was really enjoying that game.
Yeah, it is a lot.
I'm a little concerned that it's not going anywhere, and I don't care.
Oh.
I would rather play something like, what's that one where the girl can go back in time? Do you remember?
I didn't like it.
I loved it. I thought it was so good with was it the Cyclone Club, the Hurricane Club?
Yeah.
What was that game? I'm sure people are screaming it at me right now.
Yeah. Your memory is...
It's really rough. It's really, really rough. We'll get into my memory a little bit later in the show.
We should maybe mention why are we late? Why are we a day late?
That is a very good question. Why are we a day late? Oh, it's because you weren't home.
What?
It was your fault. You weren't here to podcast.
I offered to podcast at 11:30 when I got home.
You were falling asleep in your chair. I'm pretty sure you said that with a snore in the middle instead of a breath. Are we a good podcast? Only 11:30.
That's an exaggeration.
It's exactly
I was drinking delicious cider. It's the best cider I've ever had.
I'm not a fan of cider.
Oh, it was so good.
I know, yeah, thank you. I'm not a huge Apple fan, so.
Oh, but no, I went to this hipster place, and I went to a hipster bar, and they had all these hipster drinks, and that's what I picked was the cider.
That's fair. If I was going to go to a hipster place, I'd probably get the most hipstery drink I could find.
There was all these craft brewed beers, local beers.
Locally brewed beers.
Yeah, and they had descriptions of what made them good beers and everything. And but there was also wine, and there was a $40 glass of wine.
Oh my god!
We're like, what is? I don't even. This
is
wine.
The longest discussion about the Tales of Borderlands I think we have on the show. So, long story short. Totally recommend checking out Tales of Borderlands, especially if you grab it for $1.50. I think it's until next Tuesday. So, anyone listening to the podcast,
it's cheaper if you're American.
But I wholeheartedly recommend it. If you're getting some good Black Friday deals, if you see anything cheap out there, tweet me. If there's some place out there that's selling Yakuza games for cheap, let me know, and I will retweet the hell out of that.
Yes, and if you're playing Pokemon Sun and Moon, friend me. Send me your friend code and I'll send you mine because Nintendo.
Okay, we might.
And send me Pokemon.
Let's get your plug out of the way.
Send me all
now.
your shinies.
Where can they reach you to send you your friend code? What's the easiest way to get a hold of you?
At me on Discord.
Discord?
Because it pops up on my computer now. I got the app.
Yeah.
And my phone.
Yeah. Now, I think that comes into the next kind of thing that I want to talk about here. How good is Discord?
It's pretty good.
We've been using this, and this isn't sponsored or anything like that. No. I don't even know how they make money.
I actually looked this up.
Okay.
They don't, but I don't know if it's implemented yet. I don't think it is. They plan on selling extra vanity items like sticker packs and skins and things like that, and that's how they plan on making their money.
Oh, okay.
As far as I can tell, they don't make any money right now. Okay. My guess is they have investors.
Well, that's fair. You know what? Now that they're integrated with Patreon, I wonder whether it's more lucrative for Discord.
Yeah, maybe Patreon's giving them a kickback.
That's what I was wondering, because getting that integration works so well. But I will say...
Works well.
Yeah, right. I've been having such a headache trying to get that Discord bot to work.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Anyone that's a backer of ours that's in the Discord... I am sorry. I don't know what the problem with Patreon is.
We're going to contact support.
I have gone through those settings 1,000 times, and I've disconnected the bot, reconnected it, restarted the Discord server. I don't know what the problem is, but for all intents and purposes, it is working.
Yeah, I tried to link mine, and it just wouldn't go, so...
It's weird. I don't understand. But I just want to say, if you're a fan, if you want to hang out with other fans, we get new people in there. We had 2 new people in there today.
Yeah.
Awesome. They're totally nice people. They just wanted to hang out and talk about Yakuza.
Yeah.
So on our homepage, right at the bottom, there's a link, like those big links, the big graphical links at the bottom. One of them says Discord. Click that. It'll take you to either the web version, or if you've got the client installed, it'll pop that open. Please join us. There is a motley crew of cool guys that hang out there all day long.
There's always somebody there to talk to if you want to talk to someone.
And it's not just Yakuza talk either. We have an Anything Goes channel, and there is more off-topic discussion in the official Yakuza.
It's usually homoerotic.
No, it's really not. It's really not.
You haven't been in there lately.
I have been in there lately. That's not as bad as I would have thought. Stay out of that channel. Just stick in the little Yakuza channel. We've got Nier whitelisted.
Enough talk about Nier.
You will not be able to stop me from talking about Nier.
There's an little emoji.
Yes. You can have 50 emojis, and I have used up, I think, 30 of them with Yakuza stickers, like Yakuza emojis. No, we don't.
All right.
So that's the Discord plug out of the way.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's do it. Let's get the Patreon plug out of the way right now. I'm feeling good.
You're feeling
You know what? Let's just drop it in right now. I'm going to drop this in right now, because by the time we get to Patreon at the end of the episode, everyone's tuning out.
Yeah.
Saying, screw you, Yak fan. I'm not giving you money. You just repost the news. Damn it. I have to take the news, and I have to run it through a translator, and then I have to arrange pictures, and it is tough.
Yeah, you don't understand.
And damn it,
shave your neck beard already.
Oh no, I do have to shave my neck beard. I haven't shaved in like a week. It's getting real bad. It's starting to connect with my chest hair now.
Oh, I love internet trolls.
Oh, it's the worst.
They're the highlight of my day.
It's the worst. So, join us on Patreon. If now we have actually Discord rewards as well. See, I'm tying it together.
Yeah, when they work.
Yeah, when they work. But if you're a Discord user, you get extra perks in the chat.
You can post pictures.
It all works a little bit nicer.
You're a different color, so everyone knows that you're special.
Yeah, if you're a backer, you get a little bit of extra perks. If it's not working,
I probably won't kick you.
Yeah, just contact me if it's not working, and I will just manually add you to the backer class. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. So that is good for all levels, from $1 through to $50. Even if you guys just don't, give $1 a month, you get access to the backer chat, and then we've got some videos coming up there, hopefully in the next few days.
Yeah. That'll be for the $1.
That's for the $1 and over. So these are going to be exclusive, probably timed exclusive.
I was thinking we should do it exclusive up until it's all done, and then
slowly trickle it out.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So you're going to get weeks and weeks ahead.
Yeah.
For Patreon. But...
Yeah. So look forward to that.
Please be excited.
Yeah, if you want to help support us, then as I said, even $1 through Patreon, it really helps. I don't like going behind the scenes too much.
No, but if every single one of our page views was a patron at $1, we'd be rich.
No, we wouldn't. I was looking at our page views.
We had 20,000 page views.
Oh my god. Okay, this. You know what, that would be nice. If every time someone loaded a page, they had to pay $1. That would be great. Okay, so new rule, I'm locking Yakuza fan pages behind...
No.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that is our Patreon plug as for what it is. Patreon.com/Yakuza fan. Okay.
Can we talk about what...
We're 15 minutes in.
We haven't talked anything yet.
We have prattled on enough. I think it's time to jump into like some of the stuff that happened this week. What do you think?
All right. Yeah, but...
Okay, I feel like we need some kind of cool jingle here. How many episodes in? I've already lost the episode number here. 13 episodes in. And we don't have any cool like transitions or music.
No music, no sound effects.
I know, like we got one transition that's not even very good. This last weekend was SEGAFes. The Sega Festival in Japan. It took place in Akihabara. And they showed off a whole bunch of cool Yakuza stuff. That was pretty much it. That was the highlight of the day. Was Yakuza stuff. Cal, you're going to make me laugh with your cute face.
Shut up.
Now, we actually had a couple of fans that did go to that. They were, if you saw the site, they posted some pictures live from the floor. They actually contacted me on Facebook, sent me some pictures. I posted them up. You know, full credit where credit is due. You know, go check that out because it's actually a really interesting event. So they actually announced some Yakuza stuff at SEGAFes.
What did they announce?
Wow, you know you want to get in on this over here?
No, I'm mad.
Okay, they announced the biggest thing that I think that we were all waiting for, the thing that I was super excited to finally get a look at. Nagashi's been teasing it for a while. We've had little posts back when they first announced Yakuza 6 that this was going to be a thing that was coming. Of course, I'm talking about the paid DLC cards. I couldn't be happier.
No.
It has been a rough it's been a rough week.
Can I tell, like, this is something that Borderlands does. It tells two versions of the story sometimes. You get different versions of it.
Why are you pimping Borderlands so
I'm not.
We're out of the Borderlands talk.
I'm making a reference to it, but I had to explain my reference.
I want to let you guys know.
But he's telling you the side of the story where he says he's super excited for it.
Okay.
Let me tell you about my week.
Go ahead.
Even the kids were telling me about how bad it is that Yakuza 6 is going to have paid DLC because he has been complaining so much.
Okay, so picture this: halfway through SEGAFest, they were playing for 48 hours straight Yakuza 5, and then every so often they would stop the feed, and Yokoyama or Nagoshi would come in, and they would give a little live presentation. And they showed off like some gameplay of Yakuza 6. They went to like the arcades, things like that. Right in the middle of that, they showed off the clan creator.
Yeah.
And then they showed off the arcades. Right in the middle, they showed off that for the clan creator, they are now going to be charging for blind pack card DLC.
Which is exactly what I said that Ishin should have been doing.
I
was shocked when I went in that menu and like, wait, this is free.
Yeah, I felt the exact same way. Whenever I saw that menu in Ishin for the soldier cards,
purchasing them and everything.
I looked at that and I thought, I bet you guys wanted to make this DLC and couldn't pull the trigger in time. And lo and behold, Yakuza 6, now they're doing card packs as DLC.
Yeah.
Which isn't uncommon. Sega does a lot of mobile games in Japan and they have this mechanic as well.
Right.
Like, collecting these cards to boost your team is kind of the free-to-play thing that Sega does the best.
Well, and this is an optional thing on top of an optional thing. Like, the clan creator is already optional besides the few story missions that are tied in. And then on top of that, you don't have to buy any of these.
You don't have to. I will let you know now. Like, it is going to be hard not to buy these clan creator cards. Like,
if you're playing online.
That's just it. Like, I want to create an awesome clan. I want to be able to take that clan online and fight other Yakuza fans. Like, I've been looking forward to this since they announced it, and now I find out that the way to boost my levels is to buy blind packs of cards for like they're not even that they're like $5 a piece, I think. But I'm not buying blind packs of cards. That is insane.
Not what you've already paid, in this case, $100 just about for a game.
Just to import. I'm getting the Hong Kong version. It's in Chinese. And I'm going to be paying 100 Canadian dollars for this game. If I wanted to get to the Japanese version, I would be paying upwards of 140 Canadian dollars.
Yeah.
And that's just for digital. If I wanted to import a boxed copy, I would be paying upwards of 150 just for a game, like just for a PlayStation 4, game in a case. And then
I feel like all of these numbers are wrong.
They're real close. Like, I can bring them up if you really want to see, but it is it is a rough market out there to get Yakuza 6 day one.
I'm pretty sure it's 80 Canadian to get the Hong Kong version. But anyway.
Whatever it is. I mean, that's still pretty close. No, it's not. Okay. Sorry, let me rephrase that. To buy a PlayStation Points card in Hong Kong dollars, I would need a 500 point card to get the game, which is 450 points. Yeah. So if I wanted to, I could piece together cards. But I
already priced that out. It's more expensive to
exactly. So it is it's $95 something to get.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yes, I was looking at it the other day. I think the price might have gone up as soon as the president of the States was elected. The new president was elected.
I don't know if the price went up. Our dollar dropped worse.
Oh, that's even worse.
But I don't know. You're already paying all this money for a game, and then you get these card packs on top of that. And it's like when you play Hearthstone, which I love, you could justify every now and then buying a card pack or buying.
It's free.
It's like sometimes it's $25 and you get like some expansion. You get an expansion pack and all the cards and all these new levels, and it's like okay, I'm just adding on. I'm like buying my game a la carte, kind of.
Yeah.
But when you're already buying a game, you kind of feel bad about...
I will use a term that Jim Sterling kind of coined, which is fee to pay. The fee to pay model where you pay to buy a game and then you continue to pay the game.
Yeah.
I have a huge problem with that. I think it's super shady. If you're going to include microtransactions in your game that boost stats, that it should bring down the cost of the base game. And I know they can't afford to that, but just because of the budget of the game. Mm-hmm. But man, it rubs me the wrong way, Cal. I really, really dislike it.
I'm in two minds on this one. Because on one hand, I agree with you completely.
Okay.
And then on the other hand, if it's in the game, like the base game, it really bothers me. But when it's in something that's going to be primarily for online competitive multiplayer, it actually doesn't bother me as much. I understand that there is a certain amount of pay to win.
I was going to say
on here, but not necessarily, especially if everything that can be acquired in the card packs can be got in game. The other argument is first of all, as a way of adding in new cards. Like sometimes I know that other card games have done this, and I don't know if it will or not. Where it's like you're guaranteed to get this card and some random ones.
Okay.
So that might be your paid DLC almost.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other thing is this kind of your fee almost to play the multiplayer suite?
No, because you're already playing PlayStation Network prices, which should be given back to the developers.
But if the developer continues to work on the multiplayer, I mean, like...
They're not... Ryuga Studio, I will tell you right now, there will not be extra cards added to this. It is complete as is. The only thing we will be getting with DLC...
They've had DLC in the past.
They've had DLC which has been free post-launch.
Yeah.
Like where you get like a couple of costumes.
Right.
Maybe like some... some extra stuff. Like it's not the greatest.
No.
But I don't see them continuing to support this. Like I feel like this is a straight up cash grab. I sincerely dislike the way that it's being handled. I 100% disagree with what you're saying. If this is just for online competitive play, fuck you. You should not be charging me to win in online competitive games.
Like I said, it depends if you can acquire the cards in game.
No, if this was for... Like, it's the complete opposite of what you said. If this is for online, it's no good because it breaks the balance that the game should be going for online.
Not if you can grind for these items, though.
But...
All it is paying to save time if you could grind for the items. If you could grind for the cards.
Yeah, okay, maybe so, but even then, if it's a 1 in 500 chance of getting this card when you grind for it, or maybe you get 1, but then if I start opening blind packs of cards and I can get 5 of the strongest character, like that's crap. I can't see any way that they would be able to balance the game for someone who has the money.
If you can grind for the stuff, then that is balancing.
It's not balancing. It's a time versus money dilemma. I can't justify spending 500 hours in game instead to get the 5 good cards as I could just pay $5.
Right, but that is the whole thing, right?
But that's not balanced.
But it might not be 500 hours to grind for them. You don't know that.
You don't know. But you. This is all pure speculation.
I read an argument actually from someone on Reddit about DLC and the kind of pay to win model, and he had made the argument that he makes good money. Yeah. And he likes to play games, but he doesn't like to put a lot of time into them to get the best stuff, and he really likes the pay to win model, like or the pay to avoid grinding model, I guess.
Okay.
Because for a lot of people who are a little bit more affluent, which is actually a surprising amount of gamers.
Yeah.
They're totally okay with dropping that little bit of $25, say.
Okay, but this is the problem. What you're saying is the exact problem. What's the point then? This is just to line the studio's pockets. What you're saying could be handled by a toggle in the menu that says, I don't want to grind, and you check it off and you just get everything.
I would agree, but you also have to argue that games are getting more expensive. They've already gone up in price.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
And we can't continue to up the price of the base game, so we need to try and get back that money somehow. And this kind of stuff works. In my opinion, honestly, if they really, really needed to have DLC to cover the cost of the games, cut the fucking client creator. Don't have it.
Cut it?
Yeah. If you can afford to have a feature in a game that you need the DLC, I say cut it and sell it as DLC.
But I don't think... They already had the battle dungeons, which I'm going to tell you right now, I think that they are in the same scope, like the same amount of time it would have taken to develop as the clan creator was. Especially because they then also made that free app for the Vita, which you can play without actually paying for it. Like, if you want to just grind out battle dungeons, you can just pop in the Vita version and play. Excuse me. Now, I totally disagree with the idea that it should be cut. Like, I don't think anyone's artistic vision for a game should be cut. I just don't think that you need to spend that money to get the best items. You should be able to, as I said, get a Switch... And you just get them.
But it costs money to make a video game.
Yeah, and you've paid that money.
That's why I'm saying, but maybe
you paid that fee at the door.
Maybe $80 or whatever the cost of the game isn't enough money to justify the development cost. That's what I'm saying.
Then you make that part separate.
That's what I just said. Cut it and sell it as DLC.
And then you just get all the cards?
Yeah.
But you can't do that because then you split your player base. And you're definitely not going to make that money back.
Or just cut it entirely.
So
save money. There's no winning here. That's my argument.
Okay, now...
Games are expensive.
I agree with what you're saying. Do you think the budget is that shoestring small? Especially with all of the tie-ins. The fact that the New Japan wrestling is tied to the clan creator. Like, it is integral to the plot.
I don't think that those tie-ins pay as well as you think, because those tie-ins kind of are... They help both sides. Like, the wrestling advertises Yakuza, and the Yakuza advertises the wrestling.
Do you know... Yeah, but you know what? Wrestling is way more popular.
Symbiotic.
Wrestling is way more popular than Yakuza.
Exactly. So maybe that tie-in isn't paying Yakuza very well, if at anything. Maybe they do that for free, and then they get that advertising.
Possibly. But at that point, you're selling more copies of your base game.
Hopefully.
For surely. Like,
you can't guarantee sales.
I guarantee you that there are people who see that these wrestlers are in the game. I know someone who would buy this game if it was just with the wrestlers. Like, if it was just the clan creator. Yeah. I'm getting all flustered here now. It's heating up. My face is going all red. Let's bring this back home here. I don't think that in-game microtransactions for randomized packs of anything is worth the cost of admission. Unless it brings down the cost of the base game. If the game was $40 and then I could buy set packs of cards that would bring it up to the full cost of the game, to give me the full experience, I would be okay with that. I think the problem that I have is they're randomized. I agree with you. Randomized is only okay in a free-to-play model. Yeah. Like, the idea that I could just buy a pack of cards and they all could be duplicates. Mm-hmm. That could be just bullshit. What am I going to do with these? Again, playing Hearthstone, I can tell you that more often than not, the card packs are very fair, and they do that because they know you're paying for it. I can't get behind it. I have a huge problem with free-to-pay games. I wonder if they'll do the same thing as Hearthstone there, where you do, on occasion, like, you can save up in-game currency, and you get kind of, like, free-to-play, whatever, gems, or what. I can't even remember what they use in Hearthstone. I know what you're saying here. And you could actually buy your own packs. You might be right, but the fact that they've already said that it is harder than ever to get in-game currency, I honestly think that you are probably correct. Yeah. But now that it's so much harder to earn money, that it's going to be more difficult to buy the packs of cards. Right, but when they say so much harder, I will be interested to see how much harder, because, I mean, earning money was so easy in the other games. I am fairly certain they've cut out all forms of gambling. Like, there is no... I don't believe there's any pachinko that we've seen so far. They've cut out the gambling den. But wasn't pool gambling? No, you couldn't earn any money for it. No, you just played that for fun. Oh, you can't hustle it? No. Like, there's no there's no easy way to earn money. Like, apparently fights now pay out like nothing.
Yeah.
Like, before, if you got in a fist fight with someone, they give you like 1,000 yen. Now they give you like a pittance. It's not easy to make money.
I'm getting more money for Pokemon trainers.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think we'll just have to hold out judgment on that. But honestly,
we will know. Sorry, we will know in the next 5 days.
Yeah.
What this is going to be like.
I know for a fact you're actually not going to do all this stuff with a client creator anyway.
No, sir.
I don't see you playing online. You suck at video games. You'll lose once and be done with it.
I do suck online, and you're right. I will play online once and be done with it. And you know why? Because I don't have the best stuff.
No, but you won't. You don't have the time, and I know you. You do not have the patience to, even if there was no free to play, grind for these cards.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So why not just give them all to me? Let me have fun with the multiplayer.
Because that's not... They're trying to artificially extend the gameplay.
They can do that somewhere else. I mean,
that's exactly what this is designed for. This is the else.
And they can do that without charging me for it, though.
They can, and
they've already charged me for it. The fact that these cards exist on the disc that I'm holding in my imaginary digital hands, the fact that they exist in the content that I've already paid for, and at this point I'm buying keys. Could you imagine if you bought a house, but every single door was locked, and then you needed to buy the keys from the real estate agent in order to access rooms that you already own?
Yeah.
That sucks!
It does suck.
It's bullshit.
And I've had an issue with that ever since, like, the Xbox 360 doing it. Like, Viva Pinata is a great example.
No. Katamari Damacy was the worst. They had, like, it was the shortest campaign on the Xbox 360, and then every single level was already on the disc, and you would just buy keys to unlock them. That is, for me, the worst offender.
Yeah, I think that's actually gotten better in recent years.
Is there actually a game that you can think of that does the microtransaction model that is fee to pay? Fee to pay. That does the microtransaction model in a good way, a way that makes you say, "I want to give you more money for doing such a good job."
I've never seen anything with microtransactions that aren't online. Like, the only time I will buy microtransaction things are costumes.
Your vanity items, right?
Yeah.
But
I mean, that would be the way.
But can you justify that?
I have.
I haven't. Like, what
Persona, the fighting one? Everyone has glasses.
I totally agree. I paid $10 for those glasses. Guess how shitty I feel about that now. Like, I still feel bad that I paid for that.
Why did you pay for it, then?
Because everyone needs glasses.
Yes.
Do you know how hot glasses are? Everyone needs them.
I can't think of any games where I've actually bought microtransactions, though. Like, I mean, like, I've done the free-to-play and bought stuff.
Yeah.
Especially the DS ones, the Nintendo ones.
Okay.
Because there's an upper limit. Eventually you hit a cap, and then you've bought the game. They give you everything.
I would argue, just to play devil's advocate for myself, the only thing that I can think of that does it relatively well was Team Fortress 2. The fact that game came out complete, I paid full price for it, and then it went free to play later, and then they started rolling out the microtransactions. I can feel better about those microtransactions existing because it is still being updated today. Like, they just did their big Halloween event, and that is different every year, and it's always awesome.
Yeah, and that's what I was arguing with the card packs. If they were to continue to add
but they're
updates,
not going to.
It would be a little bit
I will
better.
tell you right now. I will come on this podcast, and I will shave my head. just like that idol girl did in Japan when they found out she had a boyfriend. Do you remember that story?
No, I don't want to talk about that story. That sounds very awful.
That is the end of that story. There was an idol in Japan. People found out she had a boyfriend, and so she went on live TV and shaved her head.
Why? How do those things even go together?
For shame.
Oh my god.
She had a boyfriend, and she's not allowed to have a boyfriend because she is no longer pure. Get out of my AKB48.
Oh, it's not AKB47.
No, it's AKB... AK Balls 48.
I'm kicking you off the podcast.
Okay.
Alright, so microtransactions are bad.
Or sometimes they're good.
No, they're always bad. It's just, how bad are they? You decide.
I think it's a level of bullshit that you're willing to put up with.
See, for me, if it's a part of the game that I'm not going to care about, like, I hate playing online. I never play anything online.
Yeah.
So, like, Metal Gear is another example of one that they put all these microtransactions in Metal Gear Solid Online or whatever it was.
But
they weren't MGS5. They were. All the base ones. Like,
that's true, yeah. And they sucked.
They did suck, but at the same time, I never played it. You don't have to touch any of this stuff. I don't care.
But I wanted to.
Oh, The Sims is another one that does decent fee to pay.
It's not decent. But, okay.
Because there's a base game, and then their DLC.
Is not the base game cheaper? Isn't the base game only like $40 or $50?
For The Sims? Sims has always been a budget game.
But that's just it. It is...
Because they nerf the base game, and then they release expansions every 6 months.
Exactly. And that's fine. And that's exactly what I'm talking about with the Yakuza. If they would drop the price of the game even by $10...
Yes, but the game already is... Like, even if you take out the clan creator, that game is complete.
That's the most ironic part of this, is that this is the only part that is leaving a bad taste in my mouth.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you already have your money's worth, so why can't they get a little bit more for, like, the extra they put into it? They gave you this bonus up front, and now they're saying, if you want, you can spend more money, but you don't have to.
Because no one should have to. Because I already paid
but
my
you don't
entrance
have to. It's like a tip.
Okay, you know what? I'm cutting this here. I'm looking at our time here. We've gone way over time on this. Let's move on. What else did they announce at SEGAFes? Okay. As I mentioned, they showed off the clan creator, which looks a little bit more like if anyone remembers the Double Fine game Brutal Legend.
Nobody remembers that game.
Basically, it's a top-down RTS where you choose your cards to go out and fight against the enemy. Like, you have different cards that have different stats, like lights, heavies, things like that, and then you send them out into the world to fight against a wave of guys that are coming from the other side towards you. It's like a top-down RTS that you play with cards. And then, if you want to, you can drop Kiryu in there in order to fight with the troops.
I don't think it's an RTS.
It's an RTS.
Okay.
That's... I'm fairly sure.
I thought that you just set it up and then you let it go.
No, you don't set it up. You play cards as you need them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, and then as I said, you can drop in Kiryu if you need him to take point.
So do you fight as Kiryu when you drop him in?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, it is actually a
So then it kind of switches to almost a Dynasty Warrior style, where you're kind of like the leader.
Not really. I think that they just do their own thing and you just go in and try to give backup.
Okay.
But once you get against the harder
enemies... Can you
enemies,
only play as Kiryu?
I believe so, yeah. And the thing that's really bugging me is I don't know if you can recruit girls into your clan. That kind of bugs me.
That bugs me too, actually.
The idea that
you're going to tell me that there's no girl in Japan that can fight?
This is the worst part. One of the hostesses is Saki Akai.
Yeah.
She is my girl. She is the one that I push super hard to get into this game. Like, she is a professional wrestler. That is what she does for a living.
And we can't recruit her to the clan.
She is... In this, she is just a hostess, and if you go into the internet cafe, you can oogle her titties.
Which is great, but I also want to fight with her.
Exactly. I want to oogle her tits, and I want her to have my back.
Yeah.
Like, this is the all-around woman that I want.
This is a girl who could do both.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like...
And so you can't recruit any girls to the clan.
Not that I've seen.
I mean, if you haven't seen it, they probably are.
I honestly don't think that there's going to be recruitable women. It's such a shame, honestly.
That is, but I mean, that goes back to Nagoshi being like, I don't even know why girls would play our game.
Yeah, I don't get it. What's there appealing to women in Ryugugotoku? Yeah. I don't understand. I'm the CCO of Sega. I greenlight all of Sega's products. What appeals to women? I don't know.
Here, now, everyone take off your shirts and fight.
Yeah. Jeez, that guy. Okay, that's the plan creator.
Yakuza is sexist.
No, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it is. I'm not going to argue with that. I will just move on. The last cool thing that they had at SEGAFes was the mocap suit.
Yes.
Where they used... I think we touched on this last week.
I took great delight in these videos.
But there was a whole bunch of videos posted where they had people in the full mocap suit with Kiryu standing behind them, and every time they moved, Kiryu would mirror their actions. And if you did like strong moves, like, you know, if you punch a whole bunch of times, it'll build up Kiryu's heat. Or if you clap your hands together, he might get like flames for a second.
Yeah.
It was awesome. Go onto yakuzafan.com, look at those videos and images.
Because everyone's dancing.
They are really cool. I saw some guy did the pineapple pan.
Yeah.
And that is so good.
And it works quite well.
It does. If anyone knows that dance right at the end, you know when he puts them together and goes, Ugh! When he did the and clapped his hands together, Kiryu, like, flames shot out of Kiryu's shoulders.
Very cool.
It was amazing. So go check that out. Oh, wow. Okay, let's move on. Should we do a little bit of housekeeping now, or do we want to jump right into Famitsu Wednesday?
Let's do Famitsu Wednesday, because we already bothered them at the start. And then we argued for 20 minutes.
Okay, you know what? No, I disagree, sir. I'm going to jump into this right now. We just released...
Why do you ask me?
It was I don't know. It's the middle of the month, more or less. We just released our Christmas-themed shirts.
Yes, so you can order them and they'll be here by Christmas.
No, yeah, if you order them... I think you still have time. If you order them now, they should be here by by Christmas Day, hopefully.
Check your...
Yeah, they should...
Check in your country.
Yeah, it may vary by country. I would say if you order...
There's different shipping methods, too.
There is, but... Well, we've got a cool-looking Saejima shirt with the Santa Hunters. We have a Onomichi shirt with Michio Ono. They look really snazzy. I
like the Michio Ono.
They are two of my favorite shirts I think I've ever put together. So if you haven't seen them yet, go over to our site, go over to our TeePublic store, our Redbubble store. Check those out. They are absolutely delightful shirts. I highly recommend you get them for the Yakuza fan that you know this holiday season.
For the Yakuza fan in your life.
Exactly. Okay, let's move on to the second most exciting piece of news.
I'm so excited for this news.
Now, do you remember last week?
Yes.
When we announced that there was Riga Gotoku cologne?
Yes, and I couldn't get any.
You could not. Well, as luck would have it,
yes.
Not a week later, they have announced, they have already brought to market, you can buy this right now for about $15.
Okay.
A Riga Gotoku cologne car air freshener.
I have a car.
I like to smell fresh. I say we put these together. I think you can buy them at Don Quixote stores. They're just tiny little fragrances of, like, they're literally
they're
just
the same ones.
They're just the cologne, but in an air freshener.
Excellent.
So if you want your car to smell great, and you can find those, if you can find somewhere to import these, let me know.
Yeah.
I need my car to smell like Smoky Cabaret Club or Citrus Fields or whatever the hell.
Not like Old McDonald's.
No, yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a burger under my seat. Yeah, so check those out. What do you think, Hal? Do we get into Famitsu?
All right.
Famitsu should be fairly short this week because there is so many spoilers that they sat down with the first chapter of the game and broke it down beat by beat on what's going to happen.
Well, I don't want to read that.
It is...
I want to play that.
I agree. I suggest if you go to read this week's Famitsu Wednesday, and I mean, it's Friday.
Did you put a spoiler warning on?
I didn't because...
I
was trying to get it up really, really quickly, so I just kind of threw it on the page without going through it as thoroughly as I should.
Don't tell them that.
I had to rush it. It was a case of I get it up now with no spoiler warning, or I get it up like tomorrow. So I got it up.
Okay.
There is that first chapter of the game that is broken down. I don't know why they bothered to do this. I guess they figured there's only one more week, so they might as well give their impressions of the first chapter.
I don't know. Like I think that's just a really poor decision for everyone, the magazine and the marketing team.
I don't know how to feel about it.
Like let it go up with the demo.
I'm not surprised. I find that games in Japan tend to do this a lot, where they will show like a shitload of stuff in chapter 1, and then by chapter 2 you realize that there is so much more mystery that it didn't matter. Bloodborne did the exact same thing. If anyone thinks that Bloodborne is a game about hunting werewolves based on the marketing material, you couldn't be further from the truth.
That is true.
But that is all that was shown. And I think it's the same with Yakuza 6. They have that first chapter that is nothing. But like that is the very first chapter is all throwaway stuff.
Yeah, it's getting everyone situated.
Exactly. And then I think that it's going to open up to the real story after that. I think that...
Still, though, like, I'm the kind of person who, once I decide I'm going to watch a movie, I stop watching trailers. Like, I love to go in blind.
I'm the complete other direction.
Yeah.
I need to hype myself into a frenzy. I need to have the frenzy effect cast upon me. That's another Bloodborne reference. So that I can get fully immersed in the hype culture of Yakuza games. This is what the site was founded on. Was me getting super jazzed at the thought of a Yakuza game coming out.
It's true.
I don't know how I managed to not see anything of Zero. When Zero was coming out, I hid under some blankets for like a year, and I missed almost all of the marketing material. Like there's chunks missing from the site when Zero was in development.
That's because we were sad.
Yeah, I was still mourning over the loss of 5.
Yeah.
And then 5 came back to life.
Do you know the worst part about this whole thing is, speaking of hype culture and, wanting to see stuff, there's a movie released today that I want to go see, and I'm mad that we couldn't go see it. Actually, it came out yesterday, I think.
Is it Harry Potter?
No, it's Moana.
I want to see that too. It looks pretty good.
Tied that back to my blog.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. What else was in this besides spoilers?
So I'm gonna skip over the spoilers. If you want to read it, go ahead. It's all right there. If not, skip down to about halfway, where they start talking about the karaoke. Well, sorry, they start talking about the hostesses and the way that you can take them on dates to karaoke. Okay. And this time around, they have their own personalized scenes. So, like, each hostess has their own dream for what they want to be.
Yeah.
And their karaoke reflects that. You know how... You remember in Ishin or any of the previous games how if you did really good, it would go to, like, a weird cutscene?
Yeah.
It is the same thing, but now it has that specifically for the hostesses. That, like, they have their own off-screen weirdness that kind of tell their story through the song.
I love that Japan or just hostesses, the stigma that they're all just doing that to like go to better places.
I like that. I honestly
but
don't
what if someone just wants to be a hostess? Like,
then that's where you end up with characters like Milky in Yakuza 5, like these girls who are doing it long term. Like, and they get the problem is that
then they move into management.
They don't really move into management. They
should.
They typically would keep going further down, like compensated dating. Just to full on, like soaplands. Like it is one of those adult entertainment industries where once you're in the slope going, like it goes down. Like it gets down to you when you're in like JAVs.
Right.
It's one.
Right. And in Japan, that doesn't pay that well, does it?
No, not really.
Not like.
No, it's not as lucrative as you would think.
Yeah, because like here, I mean, you can be a porn star and you can make decent coin.
No, not as much as you'd think. Like maybe $500 to $1,000 a shoot.
But then you go
if you get famous.
Yeah,
sure.
that's what I mean. Like you can get.
But the adult film market here, and I've done extensive research into the adult film market, the West. Believe you me, it is not. Thanks to the internet and like free sites. It is nowhere near as lucrative as it used to be.
I think that Japan is always behind on this stuff. Like, you have adult film companies that are run entirely by women.
I know. Shouts out Heizo.com for your finest Japanese entertainment needs. That's right. That's right, Cal. I know them by name. We're now announcing our new tie-in with Yakuza fan and Heizo.
I wish.
I wish too.
I like Grab Your Idols. Personally, so
Grab Your Idols is just.
I feel like that's like the classy.
But I feel like at that point, why not just take that extra step? Like, I feel like Grab Your Idols are good to whip me into a frenzy, but until they're gonna leave me high and dry. Just give me that one step further, like just one step.
You want like etchy?
No. No. Okay. So,
let's reel this back in.
Okay, the next thing is the coolest part. This, to me, was the highlight of the article.
Right.
Because, I don't know about you guys, but I have become completely obsessed with Michio Ono.
Yes. He's our new mascot.
This is Onomichi's, costume character that is... When you meet him in the game, there's footage up now where you meet him for the first time.
Yeah.
And the idea is that he's the mascot for the local mall that's fallen into disrepair. And so... You need to work with Michio to restore business to the local mall.
Okay.
And now, Michio is a mascot that was created specifically for Yakuza.
He's their own thing.
Yeah, this is their own thing, but they keep reiterating that this isn't something that exists in real life.
Please don't think that this is real.
I honestly think it should.
Yes.
And they've gone into detail in this week's Famitsu, and this is the one part of the article that I really want to read, where we go over everything that's in Michio that ties into the world, like into Onomichi itself. So, Onomichi's hat is the signature food Onomichi ramen. Right. So if you look on his head, he's got a little bowl full of Onomichi ramen. Perfect. His clothes itself has the words Ono on it for Onomichi, obviously. Yes. The fish pouch that he wears down by his side is because, it's a fishing town and you can enjoy seafood there, so that's what the fish pouch is for. Okay. His head itself is the primary export of the region, which is oranges. All right. This explains a lot. And right down to his fisherman's boots. Right. It makes sense. Yeah, exactly. It's City of Fish full of fishermen. He is just so perfect. He is the mascot. They looked at every single aspect of what makes up the town and put it into a character, and this is what they came up with. Yeah. So every thing about that city is represented. See, and you want to know where your DLC money's going to. It's the design of Michio Ono. I would love to know whether the design of his clothes, and I'm sure I could have looked this up before the podcast. I wonder whether the blue and the white is their flag color. Oh, maybe. I would really like to know. It's got to be reference to something. Someone let me know in the comments. What does the blue and the white and Michio Ono's clothing mean? I bet you it's flag color or maybe it's like clouds and sky because water and sky. It kind of reminds me of like a traditional sailor's clothing too. Maybe like what you think of like the stereotypical cartoonish. In Japan though, I don't know what Japan culture's like. Yeah, I guess. Okay, so. That wraps it up. They have Western influences. You know what? There was they have movies. They also announced a couple of new tie-in restaurants specifically for Onomichi. Yeah. These are just like smaller kind of restaurants. They're really cool. Like they have pictures of them compared to their real life counterparts. They look awesome. They want 1-for-1 recreations. They look fantastic. Go check those out. Okay. There's something that I don't think we actually talked about this that I only found out about today. Okay. Which I don't think we talked about this last podcast, because if I don't know... Well, let's find out. If there's one thing I'm known for, it's my memory. So why don't you tell me... I know that it's been on the website, I know it's been around, but I didn't know that Suntory was back. Yes! You know what? I only found out, right before we did the podcast. I've had so many people tell me, every time they put out a new video with a Boss coffee in it or a whiskey in it, someone messages me and lets me know that Suntory's back. Making that 10 things video was a mistake. JK. It's perfectly fine. I actually, the day the very first trailer or the very first gameplay video came out of the latest build that had those vending machines back, the day that happened, I edited the description of that top 10 video to say that I know Suntory is back. Please stop messaging me. And I also added Why did you tell me? I added a full screen annotation to that video saying, yes, I realized that this was announced with the date that it was announced in the annotation. Yeah, look at the video. Look at the date of the video. Go back and watch the video you already watched to find out that I already know. No, I appreciate you guys telling me, but I know Suntory's back. But I didn't know. Why didn't anyone tell me? What do you need to know? What are you going to do with that information? Have knowledge? Yes. Remember it, unlike you. Yeah, I know. I have someone telling me every day that Suntory is back. So I'm happy to hear that, though. Me too. Hey, whoa, here's my ringtone. Does anyone recognize where my ringtone is from? Name that tune. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, but who's calling you? I don't know. I bet it's my mom. Hold on. It's my mom. Okay, I'm going to hang up. Sorry, Mom. Love you. Okay. All right. We will talk to our mothers later. What are we missing about that? Threw me off track. It's always a good time to listen to that song. This is actually a great segue to our next topic, which was you were on... A great segue? You need to go away. Just go away. Let's go away. So Deacon was on the Sega Lounge at RadioSega. They interviewed him. Yeah, I was. Because he's so special. I was. And I was busy and couldn't come too. That's true. So I was interviewed by the Sega Lounge by, and let's see if I can get this right, it was Casey and I Like Fruit. Okay. Were the hosts. Well, they don't have real names. They probably do. I know they do. I don't know if they go by them, though, so... That's weird. This is what you get. This is what they refer to each other as throughout the whole interview. That is just... I like it. I don't know. I don't. Whatever then. You're missing out then. So, I was on the Sega Lounge. We shot the shit. We talked about Yakuza. We talked about the website. We talked about my inspirations and starting it. It was a ton of fun. I would.
You did well.
Yeah, I'm really, really surprised at how good I did.
Yeah.
I've been sitting here for we pre-recorded this on, was it Tuesday? No, it was Sunday. Yeah?
Yes, it was Sunday.
Yeah, we
yes, because you woke me up from my nap.
Yes, we pre-recorded this on Sunday, and it only aired today, which today is Thursday.
Yes.
I've been dreading this coming out because I have a real fear of the way that I present myself and the way that I speak. Yeah. The idea that I'm doing a podcast right now is terrifying to me. The only reason that I get these up the night they come out is so that I can't sit on them and be afraid of what I'm saying.
Yes.
I need to get them out there before I change my mind and delete the file. This is a small tangent. I have a hour-long video of me reading a script for Forging the Dragon that I was going to put up for backers.
Yeah.
I sat on it for a week and deleted it because...
You deleted it? I needed that footage.
No, you know what? I think I have it somewhere around here. I tell a lie. I think I do.
Because I have something coming up for Patreon members.
Oh, God. So, going back to what I was talking about. The Sega Lounge, it aired today. We did a live listen along in the Discord. Another reason you guys need to get in on the Discord.
Yes.
I have got permission from KC to put the interview up on YouTube, and I'll probably push it down the podcast feed as well. Please listen. It is a really, really good interview. We played some games. We listened to some music.
Yeah, this is where my segue was. You couldn't guess any of your songs.
I am the worst at guessing music. I love music. There are tunes that have been stuck in my head since I was a child that. Yes. But not like jingles, like compositions.
They torment me to this day.
But they do. So, we played some games. We tried to guess some Yakuza songs. I ate it super hard. I think I got 2 out of 5 correct. But I had a ton of fun. It was really, really good to sit down and just talk Sega and gush about my favorite Sega memories.
Well,
talk about the games that I grew up with.
And we're huge Sega fans, so it's the perfect place to be.
For years now, I was tweeting the other day that this dumb Sega commercial nearly made me cry.
Yeah.
Because first of all, I'm a huge baby.
Yeah.
But Sega's been such a huge part of my life, and even more so now that I'm doing this.
Yeah.
I have such a love for that company, and I didn't realize how deep it ran. I feel the same way about Sega, the same way that other people feel about Nintendo.
Yeah. See, I for me it's specific games, but the Pokemon commercial with the adult one. That one
got you?
Well, I'm not
it got you
like you, but it resonated.
Yeah.
Because it's I get that. Especially I'm experiencing it with the new Pokemon. I haven't had this much fun with Pokemon, and I finished a few in between.
Yeah.
Since the first one.
Yeah.
So, I think that that loyalty still runs deep. Even if Sonic, we still love Sonic, even though it continues to disappoint us.
I have been disappointed by Sonic games ever since Sonic Adventure 2. And I know there's a lot of diehards out there who love those games.
Generations was good.
Generations was okay. It was the best one that we've had so far. It's the best 3D Sonic game that we've had, in my opinion, since Adventure.
Yeah.
Other than that, though, I'm not a huge Sonic fan. They did that Sonic anniversary show.
Yes, we both watched it.
I sat and watched the entire thing.
So did I.
I was glued to my chair. I couldn't look away, and not because it was a train wreck, but because it felt like they actually cared. Even though it was a mess.
It was horrible.
It was so enthralling to watch
and endearing.
It was so endearing. They stopped the show halfway through to do a live taste test of pizza rolls that wouldn't be released for 6 months. I think they may be coming out now. And it
reminded me of 90s Sega.
It was dumb and endearing. I don't know how else to say that, but if you don't have a love of Sega, I don't know what's wrong with you.
Yeah.
So, that being said, check out my interview at RadioSega with the Sega Lounge. I'm going to be posting that to YouTube hopefully tonight. So once you're done listening to this, jump on over there and you can listen. Maybe I'll put it in the description below. I'll add a link to that file. And go show them some love on Twitter. Go
follow their social media.
Yeah, go subscribe.
Give them a listen. And I think we can safely. We talked about it before, but we can officially announce we are going to be participating in their
Winter Festival.
Winter Festival.
Yes, we actually have to pick a date. I already checked their form and they're filling up already.
We haven't done that.
No, we haven't because we need to sit down and pick a time.
Okay. I told you, pick one that's late.
Yeah, but...
We'll be on at a time that sucks probably for you.
Except, unless you're in Europe, in which case, hey, join the fun. But we'll likely go for a graveyard shift for this. What they do is every year they get people from around the Sega community to come and host a block of programming where we get to play DJ, we get to pick the music.
Yeah.
We get to sit around and talk this shit about Sega stuff. I am thrilled.
Yeah.
You guys have no idea how long I've waited to do a show that's just,
Sega
oh my God, remember this song?
Yeah. So we're going to be picking our music and you all can tune in and we'll make sure we hear about that. So
I'm letting you guys know now. I am going to be putting the link live right on the homepage of Yakuza Fan when we go live. Like I want everyone to tune in and just geek out over Sega with me because it is what I love to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I adore it. And I am going to cater the shit out of my playlist, you guys. Get ready for some Sega stuff with some history. It's not just going to be random, here's this song I kind of like. No, it's no. Here's this song and this is why it's important. This is why it affected me on a spiritual level.
Do you want the nerdiest hour block of this thing? Tune into our segment.
Oh, jeez. Okay. So, Sega Lounge, check that out. Now, I know we're running a little bit long here, but this is a question that I wasn't even really asked. I just brought it up during the Sega Lounge. They wanted me to talk about my history with Sega, and I kind of mentioned my favorite Sega games, which are Quackshot, Soleil, or
Quackshot isn't Sega.
It's on the Mega Drive or the Genesis. It is probably my favorite game on the console.
Yeah.
If you haven't checked out Quackshot, it is phenomenal.
Yeah, you have a good Quackshot story, which we're going to save.
We're going to save this. Maybe we'll tell it on that live show.
Yes, so
that is perfect.
There you go.
Yeah. Soleil and Landstalker. Those are my three favorite.
You didn't play those games.
I did. I played the hell out of those. They're fantastic. Me and my brother wasted out. You know what? This is a story that's going to be saved. Okay. But
all right,
just for a little tease. I
gotta come up with some of my stories.
Yes, please. So just for a little tease, Cal, I want to know what were your favorite Sega Mega Drive or Genesis games.
Okay, so a little bit of backstory here. I was young.
Yeah.
Really young when we had a Sega Genesis because of when it came out.
Yep.
So I would say my favorite game would be Sonic 3 because that was the first game that was mine.
Okay.
I got it for my 4th birthday.
That's a good choice. It's a very good choice.
So
music made allegedly by Michael Jackson. This is the kind of stuff you can expect.
Yeah. So I was super hyped for this game. I was, I had fun, and I like Sonic 2 a lot as well. Yeah. The first Sonic, but 2 and 3 are really, really good.
What about Sonic and Knuckles?
I didn't have. Okay. I got a story for the.
Okay.
I'll save it.
These are going to be good. Listen to these teasers. We're
and then
we're throwing the chum into the water.
The other one, my favorite, is Golden Axe. I absolutely love Golden Axe.
Okay.
And this is because my dad used to play it. This was his favorite game. He used to play it all the time. And as a toddler, I actually used to hold the second controller and think I was playing.
Yep.
But I was terrified of the dragon.
And you still do that today.
Shut up. I was terrified of the dragon. So, and it was good. And actually, Golden Axe is great because I had gone back and I picked up a Genesis later on, in high school and brought it over to my dad's house. And we actually played through Golden Axe years later, and I actually got to play it.
That's awesome. But I love stories like that. I love stories like that.
But the Sega games, that's kind of the first place my dad and I really connected. So
yeah,
awesome. I've always got that love.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh, we have got some stories. I think if you think that this podcast is rambly, imagine what we're going to be doing for this Sega block. I might talk to KC. I'm going to see whether I can block off a 4-hour block.
Yeah, we have a lot of stories.
And we will just do the consoles.
Let's just take
generations.
Let's just take the graveyard shift and see.
Yeah, just from midnight to 5.
Yeah.
You're 4 a.m. on the Yakuza Fan block. Let's talk about the Sega Dreamcast.
Oh man, we need more than an hour.
We'll see. I don't know how much time we're allowed to have, but I'm oh my god, I'm so
Let's
hyped.
take all the shifts now.
I am so hyped. Yeah, I would just come in for the intermediary segments. No one wanted to do an hour here. I'll do it if I must. Okay. So look forward to that. Go listen to that show. Oh, Cal, I'm so hyped. Like, I'm beaming.
Yeah, I think we'll have a lot of fun.
I don't know if you guys can hear my smile, but it is there. Okay, so coming to the channel, we've got that interview with Radio Sega. I'm still plucking away at videos. Anyone that subscribes to us with Patreon, you guys know why we've been a little light on video content this week.
Yeah.
If we're working on some secret projects, we can't announce anything right now, but please be excited. It is a really cool thing that we're doing.
Yeah. And Daytona tournament, we need to announce that next podcast.
Yeah, we'll finalize the dates for the Daytona stuff. Again, if you guys want to play against me, please follow me on Twitter and let me know that you're interested. I'm going to compile all the email addresses of people that we've got registered and send out a notification when the race date is, which is going to be in December, as I said, mid-December.
Yeah, so make sure, if you haven't done that yet, go check it out, go sign up. Yeah. It's on the web. Is it buried now on the website?
It is. I still have the trailer in the top block.
Okay.
So if you go to that, if you go to the trailer, like bring up the YouTube page, the link is
or just go on the site and search Daytona, you should find it.
Yeah, exactly. So please, if
you want to,
I've been doing some practicing. I want to take another little sidebar here. Yeah. I have been practicing with Daytona.
Yes,
I have been getting my ass kicked by Japanese players. They are so good.
They really are.
I was on the track. I was doing the medium course, and I've been picking up a lot of little tricks. I'm not going to reveal them here because I need my competitive edge.
Yes,
but I remember this guy was so good. And not just like good at the game, such a good guy that we're racing and he lapped me and he was just about to win the race and he stopped the car dead at the finish line and waited for me to complete my second, my second turn of the course. And then he beat me. Or the final lap of the race, the second last lap of the race, sorry, my car was in such disrepair that I was like leaning to one side, limping towards the finish line. And it's like, I couldn't make it. So I pulled into the pit stop to get fixed up. The guy slammed on his brakes, did a U-turn, drove into the pit stop to wait it out with me. Then we lined up next to each other and finished the race together. It was amazing. Man, if you guys aren't excited for this Daytona stuff, if you're not practicing and having some fun with that game, I don't know how long it's going to be around for. Just honestly, like, things are already being delisted from the PlayStation 3 store. If you can get in on Daytona, you know what? I wonder if it's on Xbox One. And if it is, I wonder if it's backwards compatible. That would be something to look into.
But right now we're talking about the PS3 version.
Yeah, sorry. Right now we're talking about the PlayStation 3 version because let's face it, we're all Sony fanboys here. If you're listening to a Yakuza podcast, you probably have a PlayStation 3.
There are people in the Discord that don't.
How do you not have a PlayStation 3?
I don't know.
How are you a fan of this series and don't own a PlayStation 3?
YouTube.
I guess.
Or they might have a PS4.
Yeah, I guess that's fine too. Or maybe they skipped the middle generation. They played Yakuza 1, Yakuza 2, skipped the PlayStation
YouTube
3,
4, and 5.
3, 4, 5, Dead Souls, Kanzen Edition, and Kiwami. I guess they're on PlayStation 4 as well. And then jumped back in for the Yakuza 0 release next year. So, please be excited for Daytona, USA. I think that's about it. Did we discuss everything for Patreon?
We didn't.
Okay, so Patreon backers, I'm talking directly to you guys. We have our monthly Q&A coming up. So if you guys have any question, and I mean any question, make sure I'm going to create a post on the Patreon page. Go on there, leave your question as a reply to that thread, and we will be doing our big podcast style. Yeah,
with the video.
Yeah, so you know what? I got to start working out. I got to get this body, this bod down to a dad bod. I got to chisel this mess away down to a smaller mess.
It's fine.
And we're going to be answering
every question,
every Patreon question that you guys have, no matter what it is. Please be creative. Chelsea, calm down. That was way too many questions.
No, it was perfect.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Who am I kidding? It was great. So be excited for that. If you're not on Patreon, then please consider subscribing and supporting us.
So you can go see last month, which is
you get access to our entire back archive of everything we've ever released.
You also get wallpapers.
Yep, we just released our wallpapers of every shirt design that we do. I take those designs and I make 1080p wallpapers out of them exclusively for Patreon.
Yeah.
This month, is my favorite month.
Yes.
I love how these ones have all turned out. Every single one of them,
they are fantastic.
I'm really happy with.
And if you subscribe a boatload of money,
yes,
you get postcards.
We have a couple of subscribers that we're able to give a little bit more. Those guys, I will let you know, we for that tier are sending out personalized postcards as thank yous. I've been hard at work getting the designs finalized for these postcards.
They are adorable.
They look awesome. I just need to
have 2 different ones.
I know, so I don't know what I'm going to do yet.
I think we should send both.
I think I'm going to. Why not?
It's a Christmas present.
And then I'll order some extra ones. You know, maybe we'll discuss what we're going to do with the extra ones next podcast. So if you guys would like to get a postcard in the mail or just to get some perks in Discord, if you would like to support Yakuza Fan, and this is totally optional. You don't
support us. Don't even care about the site.
Yeah,
just
exactly.
Us.
Yeah, my children need wine. Please.
Christmas is coming. Send us a present.
Yeah. You know what? We have an Amazon wish list.
Ooh.
Yeah. If you want to buy me something from Amazon, let me know.
And you know
what? And you know what? Yes, this is me begging for money. I'm desperate.
Begging for presents.
Anyway, thank you so much, guys. Your support is completely appreciated.
Yes.
I literally...
We do it for free, but we like getting paid.
You know what? The incentive is there because the money incentive is there.
Yeah. It makes us work faster.
It makes us work faster. It makes me accountable to get everything up. Like
we didn't even want to do this podcast today.
You were going to go to bed.
You didn't want to do the podcast. I said we got to do the podcast because we have all these people.
I thought we weren't going to do one because I thought you were just going to go to bed. No. And I was going to be like, okay, Cal, good night. I guess I'll go. Talk to myself.
You drag me out of bed all the time to do podcasts.
I do.
But
okay.
Yeah, we wanted to make sure that you guys get your podcast even if it's a day late because I was drinking.
I'm thinking I might just put this one up. I'll put this one up for backers tonight, and then I'm probably going to roll it out tomorrow for everyone else. Yeah, because
it normally comes out
Fridays. I want to keep it on Fridays for everybody because
sorry, backers.
Yeah,
we'll do an exclusive podcast for you in this week anyway. So
yeah, you guys are getting that Q&A. Look out for that. It's going to be a lot of fun as usual. We're gonna try. We'll try and up the ante from the last one. That was kind of a rush job at the last minute because of your surgery. So
yes.
At least this time around we can be a little bit more professional. It's not going to be more professional.
It's not. It's going to be exactly the same.
It's not going to be exactly.
You know
the same.
what? We might fix our lighting issue.
We'll have better lighting. We'll have locations. We'll have.
We're not doing any of this.
We'll see what we have. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much, and we will talk to you next week.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody.